quickly begin to touch some areas. Thank you, sir. Earth in Genesis from chapter 6 to 7 to 8. And he was able to locate just one man. What's the name? He said, Noah. Only you have I found. 1 minus 0 plus 0. 1. And he asked this man, go and preach to them. Tell them I'm going to destroy the earth. Of course, God was telling them of what they had not experienced. May I tell you tonight that God will not come down to your level to get you understand his statements. You will be the one that will stretch to go to him up there. Because God will not share his glory with any man. And that was exactly what God was telling to Jacob when he cheated his brother and he was running away. And he got to a place where he got exhausted of human strength. He became so weak he couldn't go. He has to sleep. In that sleep, he had a dream. He saw a ladder that came down from heaven. But in a psychological manner, the angels were ascending and descending. If you are going to place it rightly, how should the angel do it? They should be coming down and going up. Because we believe this, the leaves up there. But in this case, they were ascending and they were descending. When Baba Jacob woke up, he said, so God is here, I don't know. If I go and come back, the cathedral will put for here. Is God talking about cathedral? God was simply telling him that you cheated your brother. Even though it has been in my account that you are going to be greater than your brother. But I didn't ask you to help yourself. So listen, Jacob. If your life did not come up to me as an acceptable offering, nothing will come down for you. And you know, because of this, he was cheated 10 times and he spent 20 years in the house of his mother's senior brother. Now, Noah preached to people for how many years? 120 years. 20 times 6 years. It shocked me that no one believed. Somebody will be tempted to judge them right and say, they don't even know what is called flood. They have never experienced it. So if they don't believe nobody, they shouldn't be blamed. Are you talking to God or you are talking to yourself? And when God is talking, there is no common sense there. Because God is not going to talk to you according to your psychological reasoning. No. He is God. He will never change. Holy word, long a prison for a world in this world. There is sound in God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient world sing, ancient world, ancient world. Solomon, and a true changing me, I'm changing you. We have come with open heart. Oh, let the ancient world be right. You see, word of life. What a hope, give us strength in this world where we roam, ancient one, we guide us. Let me hear your voice now, choir. Ancient one, I'm changing you. We have come with open heart. Oh, let's be patient ones. And the day of the Lord in the past, I'm trying to remind you of this, even though I know you knew them all. And on the day God appointed, after 120 years, the same message, the same topic. I want to believe that when Noah came out and said, "Hear ye the word of the Lord," what about Parisama? God will destroy the earth with the flood. And he was not ashamed. Many of us today, we are changing from one thing to the other. We look for what is enterprising in the present phenomenon. Our heart is not so strong to stable with that which he commanded us to do. No wonder the presence of God is so scarce. We manipulated it now. We beg people to believe that something is happening. Oh, something family. When he's around, I know. And it's not far away from me. Because the man is saying, "Mistake, come up from him." The man is don't stop collecting. In the present church of today, everybody is looking for who will come and tell you sweet things. So then you're buying your sugar, you kill your car. I tell you, if you want to listen to the truth, if you appear before God 1,000,000 times, 1,000,000 times, he will have something against you. I have never seen in the Bible where God said to someone, time will not permit me. I will have begin to tell you how the apostles of God lived and died. The day of the Lord, and God wiped all of them away. He opened all the sources of the water on earth and in heaven. He commanded the sea, the ocean, which covered 3/4 of the entire global world, to come together. While the water was gushing out of the earth, the water was pouring. Little did you know, I don't know how exposed you are. Recently, the astronomers discovered that some of if you have never traveled by plane, never lost okay. And the beginning can be kuru. Never koja be. Kuru yen lo rojo sile. E ti koja bi ojo ti ro. And don't forget that the 3/4 of the earth were covered by ocean. One was something beyond that place. There is another Lakatabu Obi. 140 billion times than all the waters on the earth. Tolong sesibe, excuse me. Baba niki ye ma jago, where you go run to? Atoki asisale, send me, Baba. He wiped them away. No one survived, saved 8 people. In fact, we wait here, imagine once in one. Because the 7 happens to be the consequence of Noah's obedience. If Noah has chosen to disobey God, he also will fall alongside him. Where are our Noahs today? Fathers are changing gears. Yes. They were are looking at what is global phenomenon, what will attract people, what did the people want to listen to. No wonder Paul said, Timothy, you must know that in the end, perilous time shall come. One of my Bible interpreted it this way. It is called Pauline epistle. Only Timothy, you may as well know this, that in the end of time, it will be very difficult to be a Christian. For people will gather to themselves teachers who will teach them what they like to hear. And that is what everybody is looking for now. That's why we have Dick and Harris on the altar. And people who are not different from the Hallows and is coming from the bush. Everybody is prophesying. But Elijah never changed. We knew him whom he was. I am a God who cannot fail. I am a God who cannot fail. Can you hear your song now? I am a God who cannot fail. Who cannot fail. Who cannot fail. Forevermore. Jesus never fails. Jesus cannot fail. Oh yes, no. Jesus cannot fail. Jesus cannot fail. Jesus cannot fail. He went them away. And the remaining 8 began to rear more people. And when we go to Genesis chapter 17, 18, people became more worse. And in Sodom and Gomorrah, people chose to go in the way of lesbianism and homosexuals. Things that were completely different to God's divine protocols. They said that is what they like. It sweet them pass. After several warnings, you remember how God baptized them. And Shana no more lot of roof. You know the one that terrified me most. Even a woman who was giving birth, at the time the fire was coming down, God did not spare her. Neither the baby that is coming out of her vagina. They all burnt into ashes. Till today nothing grows in Sodom and Gomorrah. Because that place and the suburb villages burnt down the earth. Even the wife of Lot, who had 5 opportunities, only failure. Money only failure. I told you I grew under Baba Badari. He taught me. I am not the only one. We were over 1,004. But Batioro we reduced to 4. 1,000. And he did not beg us. This man, he read off in gain. Maybe you don't know, but he was not a blind before. It was a covenant between him and God. But let me take your eyes off because you are too handsome so that you can sustain. And he agreed. We knew what he did. As at the verge of the entire Christ Apostolic Church in Nigeria collapsing, God raised through him what someone in evangelical ministry, of which I was a member, to resuscitate. CAC. Of course, you knew what happened. Ọmọ tó wò yẹ ìṣùṣù tó ní kó pàdé mọ́. Èèyàn tí ó wo tiẹ̀ máa pọ̀. I know what I am talking about, and I said it before your eyelashes. I fear no one. What? But Obadare died. He slumped in UK. Ọlọ́run tó lé, Ọlọ́run tó lágbára, Ọlọ́run tó lé, Ọlọ́run tó lágbára, ìgbà mo bá yàn sẹ́mà rẹ̀ nínú ọ̀la rẹ̀. Olúwa tó lé ní ogun. Exodus 15 ó ní ológun ní Olúwa. Olúwa sì ní orúkọ ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run tó fi yìnyín jà. Ó sọ òkè. Bíbélì ni ó sọ̀rọ̀ àrá sá. Igi Kédárì fàya. Àwọn èèyàn náà ń pè ní Kédárì. Àwọn òkè ńláńlá wọ́n mú èéfín. Àwọn òkè kéékèèké ń fò bí àgbò. Ọlọ́run tó ní kí Mósè fòódè lórí òkè bó ń fẹ́ wá bá. Ọjọ́ kìíní ìkejì ìkẹta ìkẹrin ìkarùn-ún ọjọ́ kẹfà ló ń bọ̀. Àmì àkọ́kọ́ tó fi síwájú ní obscurity òkùnkùn tó ṣe é dì mú. Ṣé kí Mósè máa sálọ? Lẹ́yìn yẹn ni the blasting of the trumpet that was coming non-stop. Moses ní pé wọ́n wà léra lẹ́yìn. Ogun lè bẹ́ bọ́lẹ̀ láti orí òkè Sinai. Then flashing, thundering, vibration, everywhere was shaking to the extent that the children of Israel said, Moses, see up there about the one who man Lord no one. Moses confessed, I was so afraid. Babalola pàdé Obadare and he said, Obadare, I don't want to see you here. These are the people who sacrifice their life for the gospel. Go back. Gbogbo wàhálà better than since you know you are there. And for the 3 years, Baba Yanloni, do you hear him? People ban sorrow and mama nǹkan. The God who told Ademoye, we have millions of people seated. He was preaching all of a sudden he knelt down and he began to say, yes Lord, yes Lord. Thank you. He came and said it on television. That's one of the reasons why I like that man. And we met once, but we met 8 times. When Baba rose up from where he was smelling down, people were waiting for word of knowledge. And one more to full away. And when he rose up, he said, do you want me to tell you what Baba have just told me now? You know how they will know her. Anybody for forward anyone around that is he said, Baba have just told me now that of all of us that are here, only 4 people are ready for heaven. And I asked him if my name is included. He did not answer me. God refused to answer Ademoye. You need a day where God will cut you unaware and He will pieces you. Yeah. To my dear Lena, when he will ask ask you a question and you will have no answer. I pray it happen here while you are still on earth, so that you'll be able to make correction. Because